Okay, should I share my screen? Just give me 2 minutes.
Guys, also throughout the session, whenever you feel like you need to ask any question, you can raise your hand and we'll get back to the question as whenever the speakers are done with their part. So, yeah, that's it.
Myra, we are not able to see the presentation as a whole.
Yeah, Myra, that is fair.
Okay, just 1 second. Is it visible now?
It's loading, Myra.
Okay.
Myra, it's not working. Can you try again? Or Ekagra, maybe you can share?
Okay, is it visible?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Okay, so today we're talking about sports. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are already interested in sports. So can you all think of your favorite sport, if you have one, or if you don't, just think of any sport, and think of how do you think money is involved in this sport in any way or form? How do you think money plays a role in sports in any way? Yes, Angel?
Uh, Money is used in sports for training the athletes for the sports
Yeah.
and for the equipments and for their training and everything.
That's right. Durgeshwari?
Yes, so like for any sports, we know there are certain equipments, and also for some of the sports, you have to travel from one state to another. So for that, traveling cost is also required. So you can
Yeah.
say there also money comes in picture.
Perfect. Rukmini?
Yes, even each player, when they level up in their sports, for example, playing at district level, if they win the match or any game, they get money out of. They can make a career and earn money through it.
Yeah, that's excellent. Okay. Ekagri, can we move forward? Okay. Swapnil?
So in sports, there are possibilities of somebody getting injured. So for the emergency cost or first aid cost, their finance is required. Thank you.
Great. Now, okay. Fun question. If you were the owner of a sports team and you had 1 lakh rupees, how would you spend it? Would you spend it on your players? Would you spend it on stadium, ads, or what would you spend it on? Yes, Sanjana?
If I had 1 lakh rupees and I have to invest in sports, so I would like to invest in players and players and their equipment.
Okay, great. Kusagro?
I would love to invest in the stadium because in investing in stadium, I could generate the revenue from the viewers or spectators.
That makes sense. Okay. Dildar, what about you?
Yes, please. I would like to spend most of the highest money on the players because of them, the crowd will be come. So after that stadium, I will spend around 20 to 30 lakh over on the ground, means stadium, and then the ad will be ad cost will be 15 to 20 lakhs. Thank you.
Okay. Mansi and Sweetie?
I I would spend it on everything as a preference. Like first, I would spend it on ads, then players and trading. But if I spend on ads, uh, like because of ads, there will be more crowd, which will be motivated.
That's smart. Sejal, I think we'll have you as the last person.
Thank you. So, as I have 1 lakh rupees, I would invest 50,000 on my team,
Okay.
and I will split the remaining amount, that is 50,000, one on a stadium, and I mean 25,000 on stadium and 25,000 on equipments. So, in this way, I would make my team stronger, as they will have resources. I mean, the equipments and the place to practice. Also, that stadium would help me to earn money.
Great, perfect. Okay. So you all answered excellently. So now I want to talk about what the connection is between money and sports, like you all mentioned. So think about players, right? Think about cricketers. So how do you think they earn money? They earn money through things like ads, like Mansi and Sweetie mentioned, sponsors, auctions, all these people. Virat Kohli, for example, you must have seen him in ads and stuff. So they earn money through things like that, right? Okay. Can we move to the next slide? Now, we talked last time when we were talking about budgeting, we talked about things like needs and wants, right? So, we discussed that from our income, we should separate 50% of our income for needs. Now, what are needs? Right? I'm sure you all know that needs are things that are necessary, things that you want, that you can't live without, like food and clothing and shelter. So, these are things that should not exceed 50%. 50% of your income should go on needs, जो आवश्यकताएं होती हैं, right? Then we have wants. So 50% needs, then 30% are things that we can allocate for the things that we want, for our wishes. And buying the things we should not exceed 30%. Because if we don't use that, then the funds can be allocated for savings. Right? So needs, wants, and the third aspect is savings. So 20% should go to savings. And we even talked about savings last time, I think. We talked about investing in funds and stuff like that. So we'll discuss all of that in detail as we move further. So our step one is thinking about all of these things, thinking about our needs, our wants, our savings. So 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. Right? This is done. Then the second step is allocation for protection of funds. So now that you have 50% was needs, 30% was wants, and 20% was savings. So out of the 20% that we have, we now use that 20% for protection. Now, if you all remember, last time we talked about insurance and investments and stocks and things like that. So this is where step 2 comes in. So our protection fund होता है एक, जो हमारी 20% savings है, we can use that for our protection fund. Now our protection fund consists of two things: insurance fund and emergency fund. So our insurance fund, like we discussed last time, is our health insurance, life insurance, all of these things. And emergency fund is the money that we require in times of emergencies. So, and all of these things come from the 20% of savings that we do, which is why savings are a very important aspect of our income.
Any
Okay.
questions as of now?
Yeah, please. No? Okay, great. Then I think we can move on to step 3. So after step 1 was thinking about our needs, wants, and savings. Step 2 was thinking of our protection fund, which has this our insurance fund and our emergency fund. And step 3 is when we think about investment. So we can invest in either things like stocks, bonds, shares, which we call financial instruments. And these financial instruments, we get returns from them, right? So that is where investment comes in. So these were our 3 steps: 50% income, 30% wants, 30% savings. The second step was protection funds, and the third step is investment.
Yeah, so I have a question for you all. Now we learnt about investment, right? So what do you think, where should we invest? I'll give you 4 options. Number 1 is we should go to banks. What is the safest according to you? Banks, or let me complete first. First we have banks. Second is FD, that is fixed deposit. Third is investing in shares. Out of these 3, what do you think is the safest one? Yes, Zena?
So I think safest one is bank.
Okay. Sanjana?
Yes, I also think safest is bank, and yes.
Sangeeta?
I think FD is the best. FD.
Okay. We'll take all opinion and then we'll tell which is the right answer. Okay. Sejal?
I think it's FD, please.
Okay. Dildar?
Bank, please, because steady return.
Okay. Mansi or Sweetie?
I think FD.
Okay. Tapsi?
I think FD is safe.
Okay. Payal?
I think FD.
Okay. Sanya?
I think FD, please.
Okay. Kushagra?
I think also FD fixed because it is the safest one.
Okay. Rukmini?
I think bank and FD both are safe, and shares to an extent there is risk involved in it. But we might get returns based on the risk that we take.
Okay. Fatima?
FD, please.
I think FD is perfect, please.
Mm-hmm. Angel?
FD, please.
Okay. Sakshi?
FD, please.
Sanya?
Same, FD, please, because you can get return more.
Okay. Saloni?
I think FD and shares both, please.
Okay. Now let me tell you what happens. The best returns can be there in shares, but we are asking about safest one. So in safest, according to me, it should be FD. Reason is because in FD you are keeping this money fixed, right? तो अगर आप अपनी money को fixed रखते हैं, so you get some little amount more of interest than in banks. Again, अगर let's say in emergency you require your funds, so you can break the FD, right? लेकिन let's say if you need money in and out every day, आपको हर time money की जरूरत है every day, so then FD is not safe. So ultimately banks and FDs are safe. and it depends upon your situation कि अगर आप जरूरत नहीं है आपको daily money की, like all the money that you have, then you can go for FD, and if you have that, then go for bank. Understood? So most of you were correct, and
Yes.
that's great. Let's move on. Okay, financial decisions in sports. Now, how do you think cricketers budget? Anyone? Just take your time and think. How do cricketers budget?
Excuse me, can you repeat the question, please?
I'm asking, how do you think cricketers budget? That is, how do they do budgeting? वो कैसे अपनी budgeting करते हैं? Whatever they earn money, तो उससे वो कैसे budget कर रहे हैं? I'll tell you about that in detail, but still I want to get a rough idea from you also. Yes, Rukmini?
According to me, I feel that they might be also using the formula like as we shared about 50, 30, 20. They might be having certain formula where they might be saving some of their income and rest of them might be using for their own needs and wants. So
Right.
like that, they will be budgeting.
Yes. And Payal?
Thank you. By me, I think they spend 50% in their daily, 20% in their daily needs, and 20%, so 20 to 30% in their like a bat, ball, bat, helmet, and other things, and 20% investment, and for left 30 on their for fun. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, you all are right in somewhat or some or the other way. तो देखिए क्रिकेटर्स जब बजट करते हैं सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑल्सो कि मे बी हो सकता है कि ही लेट्स से किसी ने उसको स्पॉन्सर किया है सो ही डज नॉट वांट बैट्स बॉल्स ऑल द स्पोर्ट्स इक्विपमेंट सो अगेन इट डिपेंड्स वी कांट से कि इट कैन बी ओनली 50 to 30 20%. It can be 60 40 20 ratio, so 60 40 and 0 also, or 60 30 10. So it can vary from person to person. But now why we said 50 30 20? Because this is the ideal way of budgeting. So I recommend you all कि you do this one. लेकिन जब आपकी responsibilities कम है, so when you have less responsibilities, then you can go for more savings as well. आप 20 से 40 की तरफ भी जा सकते हो because you don't have more wants maybe, right? So that can change. Now, how do they take such financial decisions? Cricketers फिर कैसे लेते हैं decisions? Again, they do budgeting. They spend money on sports equipments. Again, अगर वो sponsored है तो वो और चीजें लेते हैं. Everyone wants water, food. तो main चीजें तो आपकी food हो गई, आप जहाँ रह रहे हो, accommodation तो home हो गया, and also wants. तो अब जो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, expensive shoes, hotels, restaurants, all these things will come under our wants. So again, I have a question. Wants are luxurious. Is that right or not?
Yes, right.
Right.
Yes, right.
Yes.
I'll take only 3 responses. So, okay. Sanjana?
Yes, wants are luxurious and needs are required.
Okay. Vishal?
So I think wants are luxurious because which we desire, so that we like wish to have, and needs are like necessary things or which we need for our life. So that's I think. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Sejal?
So, I feel it depends on person to person. Because, for me, if something is luxurious, it is expensive, very much expensive to me. Let's say I want a bag because it is under my budget, but I want it. So maybe for me that is not luxury. I hope I'm able to express what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I feel it depends person to person.
That's absolutely right. So, what I was saying, what I was trying to convey was कि wants, it's not always कि जो चीज luxurious है वो expensive ही होगी. let's say, मतलब expensive, it is more expensive than needs, of course, but it doesn't mean कि वो बहुत ही luxurious भी है. It depends. हो सकता है किसी एक के लिए वो luxurious हो, किसी के लिए ना हो. So let's say अगर
Ekadra, I would like to add something to it. So when we study economics, we have two kinds of demands. One is called a utility demand that is actually a product of how much are you earning. So your wants are fairly proportional to your income, and then there are luxurious demands. So it is not always given that wants should always be luxury and like needs are always necessary. It can be a vice versa as well. So I think like we need some more clarity on that.
Okay. So now what do we mean by this is that needs and luxury that we have wants. So sometimes in cases like Sejal said, there could be scenarios where our needs could be wants and wants could be needs from person to person. Like we see here as we were coming upon, ki cricketers need bats, balls, helmet, but it's not necessary. Let's say if I'm not a cricketer, I want to become a doctor, let's say, but I want to play cricket. So here bat is becoming what? Need or wants?
Wants.
Yes.
Want.
So it is becoming a want. Now this is what we are understanding कि यहाँ पे cricketers are spending money on buying sports. So these all are their needs. Buying items which are not their needs like expensive shoes, hotels, restaurants. तो ये आपकी हो गई wants according to the cricketers perspective. And they also save. तो जो saving हो रही है whatever they are investing, जो हमने 20% का रखा था ratio, that is going to be their savings. Now, how digitally people do budgeting? So what I was just telling you was कि budgeting आप even अपने register पे भी कर सकते हो on your notebook, or you can do on budgeting. So this is a spreadsheet, as you can see the this first one. The second one is a already made budget where you can see this is not clear, so we'll focus on the first one. This is empty, but we can make entries over here. कि जैसे आपकी इनकम लेट्स से 10,000 है, व्हाट इज योर सेविंग्स, हम फॉर्मूला लगा सकते हैं परसेंट का. यू ऑल नो परसेंटेज, हाउ टू फाइंड परसेंटेज?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on. Now I give you 5 minutes. Think before you give the answer and raise your hand. Here, Rohan earns a salary of 20,000 rupees. He doesn't know how to do budgeting. Help him by making one for him. Now, जो मैंने अपनी needs के लिए कितना है, so you need to take all the percentage and
Ekagra, we are not able to hear you. So can you, Myra, can you explain this activity?
Yeah, sure. So we discussed the formula for 50%, 50, 30, 20. So we just have to use the same formula for this activity. So Rohan earns a salary of 20,000. Now you have to help him do budgeting using the 50, 30, 20 formula. So you just have to take out the percentage and then tell me how much does he need, how much does he want, and how much will he save.
Yes, Sanjana.
So if Rohan earns salary 20,000, if we apply 30 20 50 30 20 rule, so Rohan will use 50 means 10,000 on his needs,
Perfect.
and then 30 20, then okay.
You can
7,000 on his wants and 3,000 on savings.
Okay, Mansi, sweetie, do you like to answer? I'm going to reveal the answer at the end.
So, yes, please. So Rohan will spend 10,000 on needs,
Mhm.
6,000 on wants and 4,000 on savings, please.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Um,
Thank you.
Ekagra, can you move forward? Okay.
Hope you have understood this.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes, please.
Now, out of these items that you can see on the screen, we have a pizza, a chocolate, water, pen, and we have a trip to somewhere. Now, who can tell me out of these, which of these are needs and which are wants?
Let's take three answers. Sanjana, Angel, and Kushagra.
So I have to tell all or just two example of each wants and needs.
I think just whatever you think, just tell me all.
Okay. So um, water and home will come in needs. Pizza, chocolate, ice cream, hotel, TV will come on in wants, and shoes also come in needs. And I don't know about pan because pan can come in both. It's depending upon the situation.
Okay, Angel?
Water is a need. How home and I think pen and shoes or is also a need. And pizza, chocolate, ice cream, hotel is a want.
Okay, Kushagra?
I think and water, home are the needs. Pizza, chocolate, ice cream, TV, shoes are the wants. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great. Ekagra, would you like to take over now?
So now again, these are needs and wants, and from perspective this happens. Maybe किसी के लिए shoes could be needs and could be want. हो सकता है let's say कोई होटल में ही काम कर रहा है, उसकी नीड ही वहां पे वही है कि होटल में ही that means you're not taking a room in hotel, you're just using the hotel, right? Hotel का reception probably. So there it depends perspective to perspective कि आपकी needs क्या है, wants क्या है. But here needs are water and home for sure, right? You can't change this. So okay, assets and liabilities. Now, have you heard of these terms before?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Shahid.
So assets are items that company owns. मतलब कोई भी, अभी हम बात करें कंपनी के लिए, but it not necessarily means कि वो कंपनी Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so here you explain assets. Now liabilities. So liabilities are things that the company they owe, meaning they need to repay or they need to pay for it. So that's just for company. For your, you can have liabilities for your personal self also. So for yourself, liabilities can be things like a loan or a debt that you have not paid off and that you need to pay. Next slide. Okay, so as I mentioned before, these are assets, and these are a few examples of assets and liabilities. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so if not, then I have a question for all of you guys. Will your bank balance be an asset or a liability? Um, yes, I'll take Pal.
Bank balance is asset.
Okay. Vishal.
Yes, please. Bank balance is will go to the asset side.
Okay, Sanjana.
Yes, I think bank balance will come in asset, uh, and if we take loan from bank, so it will come in liabilities.
Okay, good. Ashura. Okay, Dildar.
Yes, bank balance for individual it is asset, and for the company it is liability somewhere.
Okay, Sangeeta.
Bank balance is an asset.
Swapnil.
I own my bank balance, so it's an asset.
Okay, good. Tapsi.
I think bank balance is a liability.
Okay. Mansi and Sweetie.
It's asset, please.
Okay, good. Good answers. Moving on.
Sanjana, Swapnil, do you want to say something?
No, sorry, please.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So my staff saying balance is bad. Do you mind giving us more explanation to it? Why is it not a liability?
Sorry, I didn't hear your question. Can you repeat?
My friend answered like bank balance is a liability, right? So would you mind giving explanation why is it not liability?
It is an asset because your bank balance is your bank account where you have all of your savings in it. So you can use it at any time and it is your asset. It belongs to you. It will be a liability, for example, if you have taken a big loan from the bank or you owe debt to someone and you can't pay it back. So that will be a liability. Okay, can move on now.
Yeah, so would you want to be an asset for the nation or a liability? Yes, Vishal.
Yes, please. I want to become an asset for the nation.
Sanjana.
Yes, I would like to be asset.
Okay, Sania.
Asset, please.
Zena.
Yes, I want to become an asset, please.
Tapsi.
I want to become an asset.
Okay. Mansi, sweetie.
I would like to be an asset, please.
Okay. Payal.
I like to be an asset, please, not a debt for a nation.
Okay. Kushagra?
Even I also love to be the asset owner.
Okay. Now, why do you want to be an asset? I understood your point that you want to be an asset, but why? I'll take only two answers. Yes, Vishal.
Like asset is a thing, which can give us the like money or something. So if we work for India, suppose it is talk about the nation. If we do something for India, so it will definitely do the economic growth, and India will grow. It will grow. So that reason I will choose to go on asset side. Liability is what like what we expense or like what we have to pay to somebody else. So I don't like to be my nation to give the like to want to give the money to someone else. So I will go to the asset side. Hey, boss.
Yes, Mansi.
So because like if I am asset for the nation, uh, I can repay to the nation if like I can repay to the nation whatever I have consumed from them, and uh, and like if I am liability, I am like I am like a burden to the nation, so I don't want to be burden.
Great.
Thank you.
Kushagra, I would like to add something to it. So guys, great insight. First of all, Ekakra. Ekakra, great anchor question to move on with. But guys, there is one thing that I would like to add. You guys answered really well on moral terms. I mean, obviously, all of us would want to be an asset, would want to be an asset for the nation and all. That is true. But when we look at economic terms onto it, so it is believed that a business should always be started with credit. Um, so if we look at it in that way, liability is more liquid. Liability is liabilities are not always bad. I mean, if we look at it that way, being a liability on a nation and being a liability on a nation is not a bad thing either. If we know how to move, how to pave our way further. Over to you, Ekakra.
So, opportunity cost. Now, what is opportunity cost? Let's say, just read this slide once. First, read this slide, and then I'll tell you what does this opportunity cost mean. I have given you one hint there. Read that hint and accordingly answer. So let's see with the slide, are you able to get the answer? If you are ready, you can raise your hand. Yes, Rukmini?
So yes, opportunity cost is when you choose one option over the other. In case of Suresh, he might choose offer of 10,000 rupees and he will 7 or 4,000 offer. So he is losing that option and and choosing 10,000. So that is the opportunity cost he is gaining.
So in money terms, what will be the opportunity cost? That yes, Sanjana?
As the given a hint, opportunity cost is next best alternative. So I think Suresh, option first gets an offer of 10,000. It's opportunity cost.
So what's the opportunity cost? 10,000?
Option option is given, gets an offer of 10,000 rupees.
Okay, Payal.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
just
Thank
need the
you.
answer in one word. Sorry to interrupt. I just need the answer in one word.
But I have questions, Baya.
Acha, okay. I'll take your question later. Just raise the hand later. First, let me complete this.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, Sanya.
I think so. It's 7,000.
Okay. Ashura.
10,000.
Angel.
I think it's first option.
Fatima.
I would like to go with option one, please.
Okay. And Kushagra.
I think it's 7,000, please. 7,000.
Salmi.
7,000, please.
Okay. So now let's understand opportunity cost. The answer will be 7,000 if he chooses 10,000. So as a prudent person, मतलब if we are going on a right direction, अगर हमारे पास तीन offer हैं, so obviously we're going to choose the first offer. But my question is opportunity cost. So opportunity cost is the next best option that you have. तो यहाँ पे best option तो 10,000 हो गया. Next best क्या है 7,000. So that is our opportunity cost. Okay. अगर अब नाउ यू माइट बी थिंकिंग कि एक्चुअली में तो 10 माइनस 7,000 मतलब 3,000 होनी चाहिए थी अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट. सो दैट विल बी आर मार्जिनल अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट जहां हम मार्जिन से दिखा रहे हैं डिफरेंस. सो दैट इज मार्जिनल अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट. लेट्स कीप दैट असाइड. Opportunity cost is next best option. Okay, understood? Yeah, someone had a doubt. You can raise your hand.
Yes, I have
Yes,
that.
Payal.
Uh, can Suresh cannot choose all three, please?
For
Why he can't choose all three offers?
See, now as a contractor, अगर आपको project मिला है, yes, you can take three offers, but with the option of opportunity cost, आपको ये समझना है कि उसके पास तीन offer हैं. So it's not necessary. Yes, you are right in some way, but the question is designed in such a way कि we are only able to choose one option. Right?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, if
Okay.
he had all the three options available कि if he can do it, so he could have added all. और जो बाकी के ऑफर बचे, let's say अगर उसके पास कुछ और हुआ, so that will be his opportunity cost.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Welcome. So now similar to that, related to sports, read this question and let me if you have any answer for this.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
Keshwari.
Durge.
So answer will be Hardik, which is the second option, please. Our opportunity cost.
Okay. Mansi.
I think Virat Kohli because Hardik Pandya is already Hardik Pandya have already opportunity. So for opportunity cost, there will be Virat Kohli, please. Thank you.
Okay. I'll take two more responses. Sanya.
I think Hardik, please.
Vishal.
I also think Hardik, like Virat is like 10,000 one, and second one is Hardik, like it comes after Virat, so that is.
Okay. See. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You are able to see this slide? Hello. Am I audible?
Uh, yes, please.
No, please.
Actually, we can't hear you properly, please.
Am I audible? Okay. So now here what we are saying is कि opportunity cost is what we are missing out. What we do.
I'm sorry, Bhaiya, but your voice is cracking so much.
Kagra, can you try
Yes,
moving
yes.
somewhere else maybe? Or maybe you, Myra, can you take over the PPT for some time?
Yeah, just let me share my screen.
All right. Ekagra, in the meantime, if you can try moving somewhere else.
Am I audible?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Shall I share or
Yeah, you can
uh,
go ahead and share.
yeah. So are you able to see the screen?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So now the opportunity cost here is not only, see, first of all, let's understand the question. Let's say Indian coach thinks that today we should give opportunity to Hardik Pandya instead of Virat Kohli. That means कि Virat Kohli is not playing. So that is what we are missing out. So opportunity costs will not only be Virat Kohli, but Virat Kohli की qualities here. Otherwise, we generally say opportunity cost in economic terms की money related होगा 100, 200 rupees. यहाँ पे विराट कोहली की लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज let's say
Ekagra, your voice is cracking a lot.
his batting, his skills, all
Ekagra, your voice is not clear.
opportunity
Myra, can
cost.
you take over the PPT for some time?
Sure. So what Ekagra was trying to say is कि when Hardik Pandya is given the opportunity to play, all of his skills, his leadership qualities, all of those
Yeah,
things.
so
Ekagra, you weren't audible. Can you try speaking now?
Yeah, 1 minute हो गई. Myra, I would urge you guys to share the PPT by yourself. I think Ekagra will join in a while.
Okay. Yog, is it possible for you to share the PPT?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second. I'm having some problems sharing. Can you share and I can explain?
I'm really sorry. I think now I've got my network. Now am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
The sharing rights are not there actually.
It just came.
Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now here we have two persons, person A and person B. Just see the table, their budgeting, and tell me, is person A right in his budgeting, person B, or both are right? Yes, Mansi.
Person person A is right, please.
Okay. Sania.
Person A has an ideal concept of that saving and one wants needs, and person B may have different.
Okay. I'll take three more responses. Kushagra.
Even I, I think that person he have a good idea because he is saving more money than person B in savings.
Angel.
Person A is right, please.
Okay. Senab.
Yes, I think so. Person A is right.
Okay. So now person A and person B, they have done different budgeting there. As you can see, कि person A is ideal, but in person B, what's the problem? कि उसने needs में ज्यादा spend किया है, wants में भी थोड़ा सा ज्यादा किया है, और savings इसकी वजह से कम है. तो अगर ये लॉन्ग रन में हम देखें, लेट्स से ये 5 years के बाद हम देखेंगे, सो वील सी अ ह्यूज गैप बिटवीन द सेविंग्स ऑफ पर्सन ए एंड पर्सन बी. यहाँ पे पर्सन ए इज आइडियल, बट सिचुएशन वाइज पर्सन बी भी सही हो सकता है. लेट्स से हो सकता है उसके पास नीड्स ही इतनी हो, मे बी, बट यस देन ही कैन रिड्यूस हिज वांट्स. अब वो वांट्स को प्रोबेबली 2000 कर सकता है, राइट?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's now understand SMART goals. What are SMART goals? Now, SMART spells as SMART, where S stands for specific, M measurable, A achievable, R relevant, and T time related or time based. अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? आपकी जो गोल्स आप बना रहे हो, इट शुड ऑलवेज बी स्मार्ट. दैट मीन्स आपके गोल्स जो भी आप बना रहे हो, इट शुड बी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड, इट शुड बी रेलिवेंट. सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड ईच बाय ईच. स्पेसिफिक मीन्स आप जो भी एक गोल ले रहे हो, इट शुड बी स्पेसिफिक. नाउ अगर मेरे पास एक गोल माइंड में आया कि आई वांट टू स्टडी, इज दैट अ स्मार्ट गोल? नो, इट्स नॉट अ स्मार्ट गोल, बिकॉज आपने बस ये बोला आई वांट टू स्टडी. हाउ इज दिस अ गोल? हाउ इज दिस अ स्मार्ट वन? बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव एनी स्पेसिफिकेशन. अगर मैंने कहा होता कि आई वांट टू स्टडी मैथ्स, मैथ्स में ये वाला चैप्टर, दैट मीन्स कि यस आई एम ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. मेजरेबल, मेजरेबल मीन्स आप गोल को मेजर कर सको, राइट? कोई भी ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो टाइम से मेजर ही ना हो सके. अचीवेबल भी आपका गोल होना चाहिए. लेट्स से अब आपने कहा कि मैं 1 day में सारा काम कर लूंगा. प्रोबेबली कोई एक ऐसा काम, लेट्स से आपको एक स्टोरी लिखनी है 10 pages की विद इन एन आवर. इज दैट पॉसिबल? प्रोबेबली यस, बट आपको अपने गोल्स को फिर भी ट्राई करना है कि इट इज अचीवेबल. फॉर यू इट मे नॉट बी पॉसिबल. अगर पॉसिबल है तो यस, लेट्स गो फॉर इट. एंड रेलिवेंट, आपके जो गोल्स हैं वो रेलिवेंट होने चाहिए. जो भी आपकी मोरल वैल्यूज हैं, इट शुड नॉट बी अ रॉन्ग गोल, इट शुड बी एथिकल गोल, एंड इट शुड बी टाइम बेस्ड. आपको पूरे डेट्स के साथ डेडलाइंस देनी चाहिए. वट एवर गोल यू आर मेकिंग, you should make a deadline for it. Let's understand through an example here. Now, Samir decides to study 10 chapters coming in his exam in a single day. Now, इधर अगर आप देखेंगे, he is not using smart goals because he is not breaking his goals. As I told you, आपको step by step चलना है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हेयर स्पेसिफिकेशन ही नहीं है. उसने 10 चैप्टर्स पढ़े और कैसे उसने टाइम ही नहीं रखा, राइट? सो इट्स नॉट राइट. दिव्यम ब्रेक्स हिज टास्क एंड थिंग्स टू स्टडी ऑल चैप्टर्स इन 10 days. तो उसने अपनी डेडलाइन रखी है 10 days की. समी ने डेडलाइन रखी थी 1 day की, विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल अगर चैप्टर्स लंबे हुए. अगर कुछ छोटे से चैप्टर्स हैं, सो हेयर लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड, लेट्स थिंक और अज्यूम कि ये बहुत ही लंबे लंबे चैप्टर्स हैं which will take a day. So here Divyam is organized and his goals are achievable. Any questions? Okay, so let's move.
That's our favorite time. Quiz time. Ikagra, your mic is at that again. Myra, you take over.
Okay, yeah. So let's start with the quiz. Ikagra, can you start with the quiz?
I think he's facing screen freeze issues. Ikagra, can you hear us?
Let me share the screen 1 second.
Okay, so everyone can just type the answers in the chat.
Or maybe you can unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, you can
But
your hand and
raise
say.
your hand and speak. Yes, Mansi.
What company owes, please?
Vishal,
Second one, OWES. What company is?
okay. Sanjana,
Sanjana.
Yes, second one, what company owes?
okay. Kushagra,
Second option, company owes. What company?
Tapsi,
Second one, please.
Sakshi,
Second option, what company owns?
Fatima,
Owes, please.
Second one, please.
Angel.
Second one.
Okay, so it's all everyone's correct. That's the correct answer. So now, okay, just raise your hand if you have the answer. Okay,
Yes,
Angel.
Angel.
Personally,
Sorry, could you repeat? I didn't hear you. Sania,
50%.
Vishal,
It may be 50%, like it's the primary and main need, so it may be 50%.
Sanjana,
Yes, fourth one option, 50%.
Durgeshwari, and Madhuri,
50%.
Dildar,
50%.
Kushagra,
50%, please.
Tapsi,
50%, please.
Saloni,
50%, please.
Mansi, and Sweetie.
50%, please.
Okay, so that's correct. 50% is the correct answer. Yes, Kushagra.
Budgeting, please.
Okay, Sanjana,
Budgeting.
Durgeshwari, and Madhuri,
Option 1, budgeting, please.
Fatima,
Option 1. Option 1, budgeting, please.
Payal,
Option 1, budgeting, please.
Sanya,
Budgeting.
Mansi, and Sweetie.
The first one, budgeting, please.
Okay, Angel. Tapsi,
Budgeting, please.
Nishita,
Option 1, please, budgeting.
Sakshi,
Budgeting, please.
Saloni.
Budgeting.
Yes, Vishal.
Budgeting only.
Okay, so that's all correct. Good job, everyone. Budget is the answer. Yes, Tapsi.
First one, next best alternative.
Okay, Durgeshwari and Madhuri.
Option 1, next best alternative.
Mansi and Sweetie.
First one, next best alternative, please.
Vishal.
Next best alternative.
Sanya.
Next best alternative.
Kushagra.
Next best alternative, please.
Fatima and Shamna.
Option 1, please.
Sanya.
Ranjana,
Okay.
First one option, next best alternative.
Payal.
Next best alternative, please.
Angel.
Option 1, please.
Okay, good job, guys. You all got it correct.
good job, guys. Guys, do you have any questions? The floor is open for questions now. You can raise your hand and ask question. Yes, Vishal, do you have any question?
Did how to 50-30% of 20,000, like that question just bounced on my head.
Oh, right, right.
Like how to divide 50% out of 20,000, then how to divide.
Okay, so let me just be back there only. I'll show you. Are you able to see this one?
Yes,
This table? Right. Now, whenever we have percent, whenever we want to take out percent of anything, तो यहाँ पे जैसे लिख रहा है प्राइमरी नीड्स इज 50%. तो अब आप परसेंट के नीचे लगा दो डिवाइड बाय 100. So as you can see, let me draw here. Just a minute. Yeah. So as you can see over here, 50 upon 100 into 20,000. तो अब आपने 50% निकाला है. That means 50% जो है, that is 50 upon 100, and then you are saying off. तो off की जगह हम into लगाते and then amount. तो अभी आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो ये दो zeros हैं, ये cancel हो जाएंगे. Then we get 200 into 50. That is 10,000. Right? Similarly.
Yes, I got it.
Oh.
Thank you, man.
Welcome.
Great job, guys. Any other question, guys? Yes, Eldar.
Yes, there were in quiz written that the science of money, managing money is budgeting, but that is maybe according to me that is wrong because financing, is a best word for that.
Yes, Vishal, do you have any question?
Yes, there were in quiz written that the science of money, managing money is budgeting, but that is maybe according to me that is wrong because financing is a best word for that.
Yeah. So actually, my network was low, so I was not able to tell you. Yes, you are right. Managing money is finance. Here we can go for budgeting as a tool, क्योंकि budgeting एक छोटा term है. So कहीं ना कहीं अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, so you can say budgeting and finance. But अगर option ऐसे हो and you need to choose one, so finance is a better one to choose. Otherwise, वैसे कोई इतनी दिक्कत नहीं है if you choose budgeting as well.
Thank you.
Yes, Tanya.
I want to know what is the use of opportunity cost and how it helps us in life.
Raj, do you want to answer this?
So it helps you take decisions, right? So if you have to make a choice between 2 to 3 things, if you know what the opportunity cost is, if you know that if the cost is greater than the benefit, you can like understand what option fits your situation best and what choice you can choose to have the highest benefit. So it helps you make decisions basically.
I think opportunity cost somehow prepares you for a plan B as well, just in case if the best alternative doesn't work out, you have a next best alternative in mind. So it more or less like keeps you ready and on the toes for plan B as well. Yes, Sanjay.
I have a question. Uh, if something can make money in the future but has no current value, so it it is still asset.
Yes, it is still an asset because as long as it is giving you a benefit in the future, it is considered to be an asset.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Guys, you have any other question in mind? Great. Then great job, guys. Thank you so much, speakers. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much, Myra. Thank you so much, Yo. Thank you so much, Ekagya. See you guys later. Bye.
Thank you,
Yes,
Bhaiya. Bye.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Bye.
One second, one second, one second, one second.
Yeah.
TFG team, fabulous job. Excellent class. Just a fantastic job. Well done. I think this is what we need. And if we can keep getting more of this, we'd love that. Thank you all so much. Kids, I love you. Remember using yes, please, no, thank you. I saw a lot of yeses today. That's not what we're about, right? Yes, please, and thank you. All right. I love y'all. We'll see you soon. TFG team, thank you so much. Y'all were amazing. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
guys.
much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.